This is Eagle Owl, and today I will be talking about Reed Blankenship, what he said about Sidney Brown. Also, the practice squad is complete, but let's get straight into it.
Hey, what's up? It's Mauro Jamel. Shout out to Eagle Owl, the biggest Eagles fan out there. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe.
All right, so before we get straight into it, I want to talk about what Eli Ricks had to say about making the 53-man roster. He like, look, man, I took a fat nap, went to sleep, woke up, got a call from Howie Roseman, and Nick Sirianni was very emotional, called his parents. And again, shout out to Eli Ricks, man, to make that roster with our cornerbacks today is a huge accomplishment. Huge undrafted free agent. Um, he was doubted going into his last year in college and coming out. He was doubted. He was a projected first round pick when it was the way too early to picks. Then as the season went on, the college season, maybe he go third and fourth and just went completely undrafted. Then get a call from Philly, who has a deep DB room. Man, you gotta salute a man like that for working, putting in that effort, and making the team. All right, so before I get into anything else, let's talk about Reed Blankenship. Reed Blankenship was spoke to the media. I think it was Reed Blankenship, Albert O. That's what I'm gonna call him. I think it was somebody else. But Reed Blankenship said something about Sidney Brown I really like, and I'm gonna go ahead and play that clip.
He's a hard worker, really hard worker. Very smart. It's sometimes hard to tell if he's a rookie or not, and that's a good thing. Like I said, he flies around the field, and obviously it's better to slow guys down than to speed them up. So he's doing great, and he's gonna be a great player for us.
You've obviously
I agree. I agree with everything what Reed Blankenship said. Playing with Sidney Brown, got to slow him down a bit, but that kid plays fast. Reed Blankenship play fast too. I'm telling you, man, and I take a lot of flack for this. I believe in the future. You got to give it a little time. We believe CJ Gardner-Johnson and Marcus Epps or something. Wait till you see the Reed Blankenship and Sidney Brown era. Not going to want to get hit by either or. Reed Blankenship is the ball hawk. Sidney Brown's the hard hitter, and Reed hit hard. Ask Debo Samuels. He hit hard. And then, like, dealing with Sidney Brown again, his hits, I'm telling you, we got two hard-hitting safeties, and that safety room is going to be great. Even though I got some questions right now because Sidney Brown is a rookie, not too sure about Terrell Edmonds with me, and I'm not too sure about Justin Evans. But I do like Reed Blankenship and the future of Sidney Brown. All right, so it's good to hear our starting safety say these things about Sidney Brown because, again, Sidney Brown future is bright. I like everything I seen out of Illinois. I think I was watching a podcast where, remember Witherspoon, he got drafted by the Seahawks, like the fourth pick. But when you watch the tape, and I was watching it too, I'm like, Witherspoon is good. But that Sidney Brown kid is sticking out, and that's what made me look into Sidney Brown. Then I had made a video about Sidney Brown, like, yo, he's going to be the best safety in the draft. I took a lot of heat at the time. As time going on and on and on, people going back and watching that video, like, you might be right. Him and Brian Branch is in the battle for that number one rookie spot as a safety. So when people thought it was a huge gap, now people like, maybe it's not. So again, you pair Sidney Brown with good tandems on the outside, awesome defensive line. I would say, I would say people sleeping on that linebacker room. I think we're gonna add another linebacker, but I think people are sleeping on that, and I think our linebacker room is going to be better. All right, so again, you pair our safeties with that defensive front, safeties will be fine. All right, so let's get into the practice squad. The practice squad is complete now. So again, I knew it. I'm like, yo, the practice squad, I believe we could add more players. I seen the Taiwan Mullen guy get added, but it wasn't from a confirmed source. But now that the Eagles official Twitter tweeted it out, so we added Thomas Booker, LaRaven Clark, and Taiwan Mullen to the practice squad. Welcome back, LaRaven Clark. I really like LaRaven Clark being back because if anything happened, LaRaven Clark can play guard and tackle. Like he's very versatile. He deserves to be on the practice squad. I'm happy we brought him back. I like those versatile type linemen because again, there's some guys that can just play tackle. There's some guys that can just play guard. That's my problem with Andre Dillard at the time because Andre Dillard, if he wasn't a tackle, he was really a liability. So, LaRaven Clark, you could put him anywhere, and he's going to bring somewhat a versatility to the team. Thomas Booker played with the Texans. I believe he started about 16 games, and the Mullen kid got a future. He was undrafted with the Chargers, and we know we deep at cornerback room, so he's probably not going to elevate up to the 53-man roster, but it's good to have that backup. And I might just give y'all a short video today. Not much to talk about. Again, Sidney Brown, future is bright. His future is definitely bright. And the team love him. The coaches love him. And I won't be surprised if he's out there week 1. I won't be surprised. And if he's not, give him about week 4 or 5. Week 4 or 5, he's going to rotate more and more and more. They believed in Sidney Brown so much, they cut a vet and Kayvon Wallace. So again, his future is bright. And for a guy like Reed Blankenship, like that kid play fast. He play fast. And the practice squad, getting the practice squad is complete. It just warms my heart because that means we just getting closer and closer to the season. You got 10 days to the season start. Crazy. And Eli Ricks, man. Eli Ricks did something I would do. What is that? You take an exam or something like that, or a big test or a big job interview, and the job say they're gonna call you if you get the job. The next day or the next couple hours. What I usually do, I usually go to sleep too. I'm like, you know what? I'm not about to stay up, wreck my nerves over something I can't control. I put my best foot forward. This was either for a test or a job interview. If they call me, they call me. If they don't, they don't. Or if they call me with the bad news or the good news, I was sleep. I was relaxed. And again, shout out to Eli Race. But hey, man, what do you think and how do you feel about the news today? I love everything again what Reed Blankenship said. Everything that Eli Rich said, which was really much and nothing. He was just very emotional about getting the spot on the Eagles. I can't wait to see this kid get his opportunity and his shot and the practice squad being filled up. But this is Eagle Al. I'm up.